Mr. Snow, let me ask you one final time. What are the Hunger Games for?
The Hunger Games, A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, has finally released in theaters. It's been a couple of years since we've seen a Hunger Games film, and I've got to be honest, I'm not the biggest Hunger Games consumer. But after watching this, I've got to say, a lot of that has actually changed. Now, don't get me wrong here, this movie's not perfect or anything, but coming off the heels of the Marvels, I feel like I have a vast appreciation for just basic, simple storytelling at this point. This movie, it does that, but it does it at such a greater capacity than the older Hunger Games movies. So the plot of this movie focuses, of course, on Snow. He has a terrible upbringing as a child. He's facing a lot of war, and he's actually growing up with the initialization of the based Hunger Games. And so he kind of becomes indoctrinated into the capital. And by the time he's a young adult, he wants to attend this university and obtain the plinth prize to earn a bunch of money, not only for himself, but to get, I believe, his grandmother as well as his cousin, his only remaining family, out of this very poor situation. Because a lot of people, they look down on the Snow family. And so he wants to prove to them all that he can become powerful and that he can prove to be not only just a significant character, but a caretaker for everyone that he loves. Written down on paper, it feels bland, but the way the filmmakers brought this film to life through the storytelling, not only written, but physically and through the camera and through technology, the movie has so much artistic integrity behind it, especially with the camera work. At the beginning of the movie, you see Snow walking away from the Capitol, bright colors, very visually stunning, and you just kind of wonder, okay, what is this shot supposed to symbolize? But then you see a very similar shot of him walking towards the Capitol, and it's bleak, it's scary, and it's just a really good reflection point on how the camera work defines the storytelling through the lens. I thought what they did here was marvelous. The story was engrossing, and I loved my time watching this movie. I thought the districts were good, capital, evil. But no, this movie, it takes that and it says, hey, actually, what if the district wasn't that good? Actually, what if we gave them several chances to do right things and they scramble it? What if we show the audience those moments? And what that does is it makes us feel for Snow. It makes us think of him more as a human character than just this big evil bad. Again, it makes you think. It presents you these new challenges. Yeah, maybe all the districts aren't so perfect. Maybe there's a reason for the Capitol to do what they're doing. But then again, you're also like, what the Capitol is doing is really messed up and wrong. And the parallels to this fantastic world. It's beautiful, by the way. I love the visuals. It's like the 1940s, 20s, somewhere around that time period. But what I really love with the parallels between this world and our world, there's a lot of key messages to take away from this. And from my point of view, I kind of took the Capitol as almost like America. Again, it was just riveting to tear apart and dig into and just dissect, mentally speaking, and figure out the pieces and puzzles and how these characters reacted. And were they in the wrong? Were they in the right? Was Lucy Gray completely perfect? Was she the hero everyone wanted to be? No, she is her own character. In fact, every character in this movie, they are their own characters, and the actors, they all did such a great job. The one who played Snow, I don't think I've ever seen him before. Correct me if I'm wrong, maybe I have. He did such a great job. Tyrion Lannister, he's in this, Peter Dinklage. By the way, their interactions were just great because every time he said Mr. Snow, I was like, yes, Game of Thrones. And then is it Rachel Ziegler as Lucy Gray? I think she did also a pretty good job here, but the way that she reacted to the events going on and just, it was good. Everyone did a fantastic job here. The best friend of Snow, he was the character I wanted to latch onto the most. He makes a couple of decisions that just makes me wonder, like, he is right, But at the same time, his character is wrong in the way that he thinks. I agreed with his best friend and his motives and how he went about things and how he viewed the world and how things should change. I agreed with it. But by the end of the movie, I thought, okay, yeah, this kid, he's just naive, he's dumb, he's probably gonna get himself and many other people killed. So I stopped associating with him, and I actually leaned more towards Snow. Now, before you leave that dislike comment, I know you are. I felt terrible about it myself. I resonated with this soon-to-be evil dictator of a character. And I thought that the movie being able to do that to me was just so, I don't know, it's precious. It's something I want to keep around. It's just beautiful how these characters work together, how the world essentially functions, and what you want to do to the world, how you want to dismantle it, but at the same time, you want to work to compete, to be the best in this world. Even if you're not a Hunger Games fan, it's just a really good story. Well, that's gonna go ahead and do it for my review of The Hunger Games, A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. What did you guys think about this film? Have you seen it? Are you gonna go check it out? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like. It does help out a lot. And if you guys wanna watch some more content, click somewhere on the screen, as it does help out tremendously with watch time. Also, if you guys want to watch some more content, be sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because we will be adding a lot more movie reviews in the next few days, as there's a lot of releases coming out, especially towards the end of the year. But guys, that's gonna go ahead and do it for my review. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.